Hey there, welcome back and welcome in if you are new. So today I just want to start off by, I'm going to show you what I do for my nighttime routine, and then I want your opinion because I had a phone call with one of my subscribers that actually donates to my channel, which I'm very thankful for. She donates at the highest level of $25. This video in no means is to show any shame or make her feel any less for her opinion, but I really would like to get your opinion on what I've done wrong. It's just literally a learning experience for me because I'm so grateful for those of you who do donate to my channel at the highest level. There are 5 of you, and for I think the last 2.5 years I've been trying to do right by you every month with the monthly gift. So I would like to know your opinions, your thoughts. What am I doing wrong? How could I have done better? Am I not giving too Am I not giving enough? Am I giving too much? That I've set the bar too high for every month? So I would just love your opinion on that. So leave your comments down below. Again, no shame. I am not doing this to hurt anybody's feelings. I will be extremely honest that my feelings were extremely hurt. I actually cried. I thought about giving up the rewards program entirely. And the more I think about it, I don't want to punish those ladies who actually are very happy with what I'm doing, because I have spoken to another gal who was quite happy with everything. So I really just want opinions, some guidance. Again, I don't want to make anybody feel bad. I just want to learn from this experience. Maybe you have other ideas that could work better, and I'm definitely open to hearing those. So let me pull my hair up, show you what I do for my nighttime routine, and then we'll dive in. I can't show you everything because it's already wrapped, but I do have what it looks like, the way it was presented, and I can tell you the products that are in there. So we'll go through that, tie my hair up. Let's get the face done first. So just fresh out of the shower in my comfy clothes. Oh, I'm gonna regret not brushing this hair, but you know what? I need it out of my face. Okay, cool. So let's move on to what I do. So the first thing that I absolutely love, and you guys know this, I wish it didn't cost so much, but this is the Le Micro Huile de Rose by Dior. My whole actually nighttime routine is Dior. What I like to do first, I actually showed you this first, but I will use these two first. So I have the Capture Total Hyla Shot, and then this is one of the newer products. This is the Pro Collagen Shot. It's an eye lifting effect. So I do use both of these. I have fine lines. You guys know I am no spring chicken. I'm not old, but I am 45, and I do have just some wrinkles in my forehead. Okay, well, really, they're everywhere. But I do this. I do it on the 11s. The lighting is really good in here, but I do have a line here, so I put it on there. And then because I've lost weight, I just don't have that fullness to my face anymore. So these bits here are really starting to sink in, so I put those on there. Then a little bit above my lip for the little lines that are starting to appear on my top lip. This is my lip gloss, so it's part of my Nissa B collection. This color is called Jane. It's just the clear, but I love it. It's full of vitamins, and it just makes me so happy. I love my own little product, self-plug. It is available on the website, nissabuttercup.com, if you're interested. Let's see. So this is for the under eye. So I just dab a little bit. All right, and then I just kind of let that sit for a moment. I'll rub in all of this. And I don't know if it helps, but I do give it a little tap. And then I just go back in with the applicator. Funny, wrong one. Literally just put away the one I wanted. So I go back in with the applicator tip, and then I do just work that around. I like to take it up here, give that a little push. I have really been into the sugar over the holiday, which is why my dark circles are so dark. Anytime I have sugar, my circles, they're just so prominent. All right, there we have it. Alrighty, then I go in with my Le Micro Huile de Rose. 4 pumps is really all I need. Now, you guys know I'm a smusher. There we have it. And then what I like to do, I usually do this about 2 times a week, but I take my, never think of the name, I think it's like Microderm, I don't know. Anyway, it's just a whole bunch of tiny needles, and then I do just roll that over. You'll see it makes my face really red, but my face is gonna look good in the morning. And if you're curious to know if it hurts, it is a little uncomfortable. I will not even tell you it's not. It's a bit uncomfortable. And then I love it. I can't even tell you how many times I have replaced these. I just still love it. To me, it is so refreshing, and I feel the moisture just kind of, it stays in my face, which is really nice. I do have eczema, so my skin is always dry. It is great because I hardly ever get pimples, but my face is always dry. So I love it. I have been using this since I really started with Dior, maybe, gosh, well, 3 years ago. I think October would have been 3 years. And this is one product that I replace time and time again. I just love it. Okay, and then the last thing that I do at night, okay, 2 more actually. So I do love the Hydra Life cream. This is the intense version, so it's nice and thick. I switched to the thinner version in the spring and summer, but I really, well, you could say, I really, really love this intense because it's so thick and nourishing. It's just perfect for winter time when everything is, all the moisture is literally just being sucked out of you. And at work, in my office, it's so cold that I actually sit with a little heater on my desk. And so it really rips the moisture out of my face at work. And I'm going to show you the product that I actually have, I think 3 or 4 of, because it's another thing that I just completely replace every time. I don't even like to run out of it. It really is something I use morning, noon, and night. So I'll show you that next. But this is the Intense Cream by in the Hydra Life line by Dior. So good. And make sure I get my ears too, because the joys of eczema, everything's dry. So my ears get really flaky too if I don't continue to moisturize them. And then I really have been using my Dior Gua Sha. I know I complained that this was literally the only thing I got in my $1,300 order, which, I cannot wait to go through it with you. I made a huge mistake, something I would have never done in the beginning, but I was rushing through trying to get that snow globe. Again, you guys know it didn't work. And just a serious lapse of judgment. So I do want to tell you guys about that. That'll be a video coming soon on how I should have done it better. But I also want to post the gal that reminded me that I didn't do a certain thing I should have done to make it worth my while to spend that much money. So we'll get to that one coming soon. I will say, so looking at my cheekbones, I had a gal at work the other day. We did a video conference, and it was like just a virtual meeting. And she said, "Oh, why don't you ever show your face on camera?" And I said, "Because the lighting in our office is terrible." And she said, "Yeah, but that lighting in the office makes your cheekbones look incredible." Okay, maybe I'll get on camera a little more at work. Anyway, it was super sweet. Do not follow my Gua Sha. I'm sure it's not right, but boy, does it feel good. There are tons and tons of videos and channels dedicated to Gua Sha. I have watched them, but of course I never remember when I go to do it myself. So good. I don't know why. I just love the pressure on my face. All right, there we have it. Now, let me show you the last thing that I do. This is, again, something I use morning, noon, and night. Absolutely love it. It is not Dior. It is extremely affordable, and again, something I always reorder when I get low. It is the Tier Glossy Mist. I did their advent calendar back in 2024, and this was one of the products that was in there, and ever since then, I have been hooked, and I think this is probably the third, fourth, maybe more bottle that I have purchased from them. It's so good. Oh, it's just so moisturizing. I love it. And like I said, when I sit at my office desk, it's just dry because I have the heater blasting on me. And this just really helps to add some moisture back in. Okay, there we have it. That is my nighttime routine. Now, let me dive into a very sensitive subject. Again, I am treading lightly because I want no hurt feelings. I know how crushed I was when I was told that what I sent looked like I was mad at the person, that the box looked like trash, that I had just grabbed things and threw them in a box, that nothing looked nice. It just looked like things that I had gathered. You know, like there was no intention behind this gift. There wasn't months of planning. Now, I am adding some words in there, except for the very first part where it looked like garbage in a box. There was no presentation. It looked like a gift I'd sent it somebody that I was mad at. First of all, if I'm mad at you, you're not getting anything. I'm not that nice. But it was very hurtful. So on my channel, you guys know I love to recycle, reduce, reuse. I wrote a children's book about it. I mean, like, that is my thing. I'm very aware of the impact that we have on our earth and that we need to leave it to the next generation. So to me, reusing a box is a very smart idea. Let me show you what I mean. Because you're probably like, ew, like it's not a brand new box. Well, no, because it's going through the mail and it's going to get kicked around. So a lot of times, so this one is actually a Queen's gift. I have not sent it out to her yet because she's in a different country. So we do treat her shipments a little differently. But everything in here is what I sent to everybody else. So if you're new to the channel, my dad passed away on September 29th. It literally tore my world apart. And I just was not in the right frame of mind. So did I have all of these gifts ready? Absolutely. I even have January's planned for 2026. Like, I put thought and effort into every gift I send. And so when I did this, no, was I in a very happy state of mind? Absolutely not. But you ladies had waited, or the queens had waited from September, October, and November. They waited 3 months to get their gifts, and I'm so grateful that they gave me the time to heal. With that said, I tried to be as good as I normally am with sending things. So this was the presentation. It was a used box, absolutely. Why would I go out and spend $6, $7 on a brand new shipping box when I have plenty of Dior boxes I can ship? Are they always Dior? No. Sometimes they're Macy's. Sometimes they're Bergdorf Goodman. You know, they're from where I order from, but I keep them because it helps to reduce waste. Okay, we're not killing more trees. I could go on and on. So anyway, this is one of the boxes that has been reused. This is a Dior box. I honestly couldn't tell you what the other gal's box was. Like I said, it was from a nice high-end store. They always are. So this is what it looked like. This was the exact packaging. So everything was color-coded, you know, coordinating. I did put thought and effort into it. So again, I can't show you everything because these are wrapped, but they did have the month. So this was September. These are both September gifts. Now, another thing that also hurt my feelings was this gal that this is shipping to has no dexterity issues. So I left her DIY kit in its box. Also, a couple months before I had sent these out, I asked the ladies on YouTube in our community chat, would you prefer a DIY item to be built for you, or would you like to build it yourself? For those who did not have good dexterity, Quinn, my 15-year-old, oh my gosh, she's almost 16. My 15-year-old and I sat for an hour and a half building each one of these. This is actually a Lego set, and they are flowers. This is the vase that I purchased separately to put them in. So this, I believe, was a little bit less than $5. This was $10. My gals at the highest level send me $25 a month. Right there is already $15 worth of their $25. So plus the shipping, these boxes alone, the one gal that unfortunately was dissatisfied, her shipping, because we are literally on opposite ends of the country, her shipping was $18. So if you think about it, right there between the 15 and the 18 is $33. I've already lost $8 shipping and buying just September's products. So, I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad. This is my choice. It's what I choose to do. Every month is not going to be that much money, but some months they are. On the 2024 advent calendar that I built for the ladies, the average price was $150, and I built 6 boxes that year. I've since lost a queen, and that's okay. She had financial issues. I do not fault her at all. I've had to do that myself. However, so I go way out of my way every single month. In December, I always do extra. And so let me finish going through this, and then I will tell you again kind of her concerns. October. Now, this was a smaller month. This was actually just a cute little Halloween bucket with some filler, and then I did one of the miniature Dior perfumes. Now, do I even know what's in this one? Absolutely not, because mind you, I'm preparing for 5 or 6 ladies at a time. They get wrapped up, they get sent in a pile, and then they get dispersed into boxes. The gal that got the Miss Dior, she got a Miss Dior, does not like Miss Dior. So she was upset that I sent her a Miss Dior miniature perfume knowing that she doesn't like Miss Dior. It was not intentional. They were all packed at one time and it got put into a box. So again, there was no malice. I didn't intentionally send her crap that she wouldn't like. If you go online to buy one of these miniature Dior perfumes, you're looking at $40. So I thought that that was a fitting gift, and it was in a cute little Halloween bucket. It was themed. I thought it was cute. November. This is actually a perfume ball. These are so fun. So you guys know I love a good mystery package, mystery boxes, the whole like, oh, I don't even know, I can't think who makes them right now, but it's like the mini brands. Yeah, mini brands. So this is actually a mini brands, but it's perfume. You get to make your own perfume. So I couldn't even tell you which one's in here because it's completely wrapped up. But you guys know I absolutely love perfume. I collect perfume, and I know a lot of my queens really enjoy perfume as well. So again, and I had to buy these separately. They are not actually sold at any stores. There's very few sellers that sell these. So I had to buy these at a resale price, and I want to say they were $10 to $12 a ball plus shipping. So I'm putting effort, I'm putting money. Most of the money that I'm getting from my queens goes right back into them. Again, this is something I want to do because I appreciate these ladies who give when they don't have to. They're helping me move forward. They're helping me buy. They're helping me create more content for the channel. Like, I am so grateful. And I really do hope that every queen knows how grateful I am. But I was really, really hurt to hear that this presentation looked like garbage, that I had just thrown products into a box. And also the gal that was not satisfied, again, I built her, either Quinn or I built her Lego for her, and it was wrapped in bubble wrap. It was just treated very nicely. Unfortunately, it did arrive broken. I can't do anything about that. I thought I was trying to do something nice and build it for her so she didn't have to, because she really does not have good dexterity. So I was trying to be thoughtful and put extra effort into her gift. And so when she got it, it was broken. She hated the Miss Dior perfume. She didn't understand the miniature ball, and so the miniature perfume ball. So I'm not really sure where I went wrong. Like I know I keep repeating myself, but I don't want anybody to feel like I have treated them poorly or gave them a box of garbage. I don't want them to feel guilty for not liking what I sent. Yes, I have conversations with these ladies. I don't know them all personally. We've never met. Would I love to meet them? Absolutely. But we have never met in person, other than our emails, which I love. So I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to make them fun. But that leads me to asking you guys, what do you think? Where did I go wrong? What can I do better? Should I change this reward program? I know most people don't even have a reward program when they get donations into their channel. They just take the money and maybe a blurb like "thank you so much" on like a screen. They don't, and most don't even do that. So I really try to go above and beyond every month to let my queens know how much they mean to me, because they really do help me with my channel, with my content, Plus we've built a fun little community, and that to me means more than any of the money. So part of me is wondering, do I stop doing this program? Do I just completely say, no more donations, don't join my YouTube channel, the donations in the YouTube channel, don't send me any money on nissabuttercup.com, don't join my Patreon? Like, do I do that? To me, that also feels cruel, because I know that these ladies are giving out of the goodness of their heart. The gifts are just a bonus. Do I change the program where it's literally like one gift quarterly? I have seen some programs where you have to give, like, once you hit $1,000, then you get a t-shirt. That's a very expensive t-shirt in my mind. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to punish anybody. I don't want to make anybody feel disrespected. This lady felt extremely disrespected, and that I sent her a box of junk, which I would never do. So I'm just sad. I did bring in the December gift as well. This is how I packaged the December gift this year. This is how they shipped out. Now this one again will be different because it's going out of country, so this is going into a different box, but it was this. It had the shipping labels here. It was wrapped in paper. This is a heavy duty box that it's shipping in. Inside of here is another box, a holiday decorative box that cost me $6 per box. So right there I've spent $30 just in boxes. And then there's all the products inside, plus there is actually a personalized zipper pouch with each lady's name on it. So sometimes I will use the products that I've reviewed and they go in these boxes. But also there are products that I purchased separately. So I think there's like an eyeliner in here, like a liquid eyeliner. I purchased those all separately from Ulta. So there's a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of time that goes into these boxes. And I just want to know what I'm doing wrong that has made somebody feel so disrespected by something I thought was great, even though the September, October, November box was such a hard time in my life. I still tried to forego my feelings of loss and grief, and I still have depression, and I still have sadness every single day with the loss of my dad. It's only been 3 months. December 29th will be literally 3 months since he passed, and I thought I was doing really well at keeping my rewards program together. Unfortunately, apparently I'm not. So I know that this is really long-winded, but please let me know in the comments below. How should I change this? How should I make it better? Was I highly offensive? If I was, I didn't mean to be. All I can do is apologize and just ask the community of those who do donate to the channel at any level, how do I make it better? How do I make you feel appreciated? And because your donations certainly help. A lot of it does come back to you, but that's my choice. I want you to know how much I appreciate you. So you give me far more than money. You give me a community. You give me a platform. You give me kindness. You give me strength. You give me grace. And I love our tiny channel. I love our tiny community. I love the conversations we have, the friendships I'm building. Yes, we've not met in person, but some of you mean more to me than other shallow friendships or shallow acquaintances that I have in real life. So I don't know. I don't know how to make it better. I'm really just leaning on your guidance, and appreciate all of the truth that you can send me, whether it is hurtful or not. Be kind, but definitely be honest with me. Let me know. What do I do better? Okay, I know that was long-winded. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. As always, you guys take care. I can't wait to see you in the next one. And we still have a lot more Dior to get to. I have Christmas stuff that I still haven't posted. Would you like to see what I got for Christmas? Happy to share that with you guys as well. So, alrighty. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for listening to me. I appreciate you guys so much. And you take care. And I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.